What up, comic book fam? Welcome back to Comic Book Circumstances. This time I'm hitting you with my planning session from my first ever CGC submission. Now, when I first got back into comic book collecting early this year, grading was definitely one of the things that I looked into, and I quickly signed up as a member for CGC thinking that I was going to start submitting my old books, seeing what they graded. But as I got deeper into it, I realized that just because you have an old book doesn't mean that it's a 9/8 book. In fact, it probably is an 8 or 7 book if it's a book that you had as a kid and you read it multiple times. Once I realized that, I became a lot more reluctant to send in my old books that I had from the 90s. So I kind of shut it down. But recently here, I've been watching some CGC unboxing videos. My homie Dang Comics has been submitting some stuff, and it got me interested in again to, finally just jump in and figure this thing out. And, if we fail, we fail. I've gone through and I decided I don't want to really mess with sending in my old books. My grading standard, my grading abilities aren't where they need to be to really determine if a book is at that grading level where it's worth it to have it graded. So I'm spending more time. I've been paying attention and I've been looking at it, and I think this is definitely going to help me in that regard, as I'm going to thoroughly inspect any books that I do end up sending in. So that when they come back, hopefully I have an idea on what is a 9/8 and what isn't. I'm starting with books that I've bought this year, modern books, especially books that I haven't even cracked open because I read a different copy or I read it some other way. They're much more likely to get a 9/8 because they're just right off the rack and right into a bag. And so that's my hope anyway. We'll see how that really works out. I got to decide which books that I bought this year. Do I want to send in? Which ones are worth it? And I have narrowed it down to 10 books, but I've also have another 10 kind of honorable mention books that mighta, coulda, shoulda went instead of the ones that I did choose. I'm going to show you the ones that I did end up deciding that I'm going to send in and have graded. And then I'll show you the 10 honorable mentions, and I'd love for you to jump down in the comments and tell me, am I messing up?
What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing the best that I can.
Should any of the books in my honorable mention pile be sent instead of the ones that I am sending? That's the setup here. We'll see how it goes. The first one in my going list, I'm definitely going to send this one, and I think it is Nottingham #2. I bought this one for cover price. I wish I would have bought more than one, honestly. But these Mad Cave books have been so hard to get. Nottingham is hot because it's a fun, interesting take on the Robin Hood tale. So lots of people trying to get it. My local shop only got 2. They haven't got any of the other ones, including 3, unfortunately. So I've been reading it through the trade paperback that I bought directly from Mad Cave. They've been sending me the digital copies of each issue when they come out, and then at the end they're going to send me the trade paperback of all of them. So I've made sure that I've been able to read this one, but the book is so hot that I've been really trying to get the single issues as well. Unfortunately, 2 is the only one that I've been able to get thus far. I do have a #1 reprint, but it's a reprint. I am into this one. I think it's worth the hype, so it's definitely on my list of going out. I bought it for cover price, $4. It's currently listed on Key Collector at $45. I looked online on eBay. I'm seeing it sell from anywhere from $50 to $100. The purpose of getting all of these graded is to sell. My interest is selling them and getting them graded to make the profit higher. That's the whole purpose. So as we're selecting these, definitely keep that goal in mind. People submit to CGC for different reasons, but my reason is money, to make more money so that I can buy more comic books. All right, the next one that is in the go list is going to be Geiger #1, the 1 per store thank you variant. I am not the biggest fan of black and white covers, really, personally, but I am a big fan of Geiger, and I thought that this one was worth picking up, so I did. And I think that Geiger's only going to get bigger and bigger, I hope anyway. I like the direction of it. I think it will continue to grow in terms of the hype. So I think this one's definitely in the go list. Sending this one in to get graded. I have never pulled it out of this bag. I've never read it, so hopefully that's a 9/8. interested to see. Next one up is another one per store variant. This is Proctor Valley Road #1. I love this so far. This series definitely hasn't delivered yet, but I am enjoying the ride thus far, and I'm hoping that it will deliver. And so for that reason, I think it would be worth sending in this one per store variant and locking in a grade. Never been pulled out of the bag. Hopefully it's a 9.8. Next up is the 1 in 25 variant for Something is Killing the Children, number 15. This is Michael Dialynis. Love this cover. I think it's a pretty sick cover. I was super happy when I found this one and bought it and added it to my personal collection. The purpose of this one is selling, so I would be sending this one in with the idea of selling it, but man, this one would be hard. Of all the ones that I'm putting in the list, this one would be the hardest to let go, and I might get wet cold feet in the end on this one. I really like this cover, and I really love Something is Killing the Children. I really believe the hype is deserved, and that it will only grow for this one, as my favorite writer, James Tynion IV, is killing it in this series. 16 just came out last week, and I really enjoyed getting a look at young Erica Slaughter. I'm standing so hard for Erica. I think she's so cool in so many ways. I'm geeking hard on this one. I don't know that I would be able to let this one go, but definitely in the go pile. Hopefully that's a 9.8. We got Joker #2, the Riccardo Federici variant. We got Punchline on the cover. I'm loving these Riccardo Federici. I'm hoping that this one will hit 9.8. Sending it in to see what happens. Another Riccardo Federici, Joker #1, with Joker on the cover. This is probably my favorite, not probably, it is my favorite Riccardo Federici so far. I really love this cover, and definitely sending this one in, I think. I don't know, you guys let me know, but I think this is in the to-go list in terms of my first CGC submission. And sticking with Riccardo Federici, Batman 107, we got the Scarecrow cover on this one. Again, loving these covers. I think that these covers might have some staying power, so sending that one in. Hopefully it's a 9.8. I think this one's a definite go. Berserker #1, second print. I bought this for $4.19. Folks are selling it for $50 to $100. I think that getting this one graded can exponentially bump up those profits when I do decide to sell it. So I think this one's definitely a go. I don't think you guys could change my mind on that one. Berserker #1, second print. And same thing for the Berserker #1, third print. I think this one's definitely a go on selling and getting graded. Excited to see if this one comes back in 9.8. I haven't even cracked this bad boy open. It better be a 9.8. And then last in the to-go pile, we've got the Berserker #2 Leon cover. I like this cover. I thought it was dope. I'm buying everything Berserker basically. But the man just passed away recently, and I think this is a dope cover. So I felt like it was worth getting this one graded, sending it in. Berserker #2, the Leon cover. Looking forward to that. That is my list of 10 books that I'm definitely going to send in for my first CGC submission. They better be all 9.8s. I hope they're all 9.8s. I don't know if I'm going to pre-screen for my first one. I think I might just wing it, but we'll see. I'm still debating. Let me know. Should I pre-screen? Is it a big deal? All right, and then next up, the 10 that I might should have sent, the 10 honorable mention books. Should I send these? Should any of those that I just showed you be replaced with any of these I'm about to show you? So next one up is another Riccardo Federici. Should I send 2 of those in rather than just one? I do love these covers right here. I think it's a 9.8. Same thing with this Riccardo Federici. I got 2 of the Scarecrow one. Should I send both of those in? Next up is Something is Killing the Children #10. This is actually a second copy of this one. I have the 7th print of #1. I've got the 8th print of #1. I've got the 2nd print of #7, and then I have 8 through 15. And I am not letting those bad boys go. Those are mine. Those are part of my personal collection. But this was an extra one, and I figured I'd get this one graded. I think this one is so hype. I think it's deserved. I think it's only going up from here. So I felt like this might be worth getting graded instead of the ones that I sent in. I don't know. Let me know. Next up is a new hot book. I got the 1 in 5 cover from Ed Piskert for Red Room. A lot of folks hype about this one. A lot of copies of this one. It was the highest ordered one. I didn't know, man. Should I send this one in? Is it worth it? I left it out, but should I put it in? I don't know. We've got some Geiger covers next. This is a hot book. A lot of people buying it. I feel like there's plenty of copies of it. So that's the big reason why I left it in the maybe list. But I got a few different covers there of Geiger #1. Didn't know if maybe I should send those, but I decided no. Am I wrong? You let me know. Another honorable mention, the classic Amazing Spider-Man #55. No shortage of these being sent into CGC. If you really want one of these, not really hard to get if you're willing to pay $50 to $100 to get it. So I didn't really feel this is a dope cover, but I decided, nah, this one ain't worth it. But you let me know. Am I wrong? Should I send that one in? Next one up, Spawn #311, the Chad Boseman cover. Love this cover. Liked it so nice I bought it twice. But I was wondering, is it worth sending in? Should I get this one graded? Is it worth it? I don't know. Let me know. And then last but not least on this one, I got this one from the Comic Tom Mystery Mail Call. I was pretty excited about it. This is one of 600 copies of Black Cotton #1, an exclusive variant. And it's a dope variant. I love the style. I love the look on the lady's face. It's cool as hell. I don't know if Black Cotton's gonna do the damn thing in terms of blowing up. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm interested so far, but who knows where this one goes. It was an exclusive. Don't know if there's really a demand for this one, and don't know if really Black Cotton is where it would need to be really be trying to sell. So for that reason, I went and left this one off, but I do love this cover. I ain't mad about keeping it in the PC at all. All right, so that's what I had for you there. 10 that I think I'm gonna send in for my first submission, and then 10 maybe I should have sent in instead. I don't know. You let me know in the comments if you got strong opinions about it. I'm interested in them, so take the time. Give me that time. I'd appreciate it. That's all I got for you this time. If you appreciate or if you enjoyed that comment, please let me know with a like down below. But until next time, peace, comic book fam.